Welcome back to Stardew Valley. You're watching Pawsome, joined by me, Maddie, and...
Hello, I am Yakov Smirnov.
Derek.
I like how I derail your entire thought process.
We have finished
that's so depressing. The homeless guy has nowhere to go.
This is his house.
What the fuck is he outside in the rain then?
Because he wears leaves as clothing. Look at that.
Whoa. I don't know you well enough to trust you. I'm sorry. I didn't ask for you to trust me. I just was wondering why you were out in the rain, man. You want to come chill at my pad? Smoke some doobaroos?
So as I was talking in the last episode, this is the third thing that you can get during spring.
Yeah.
This is our farm again. There's nothing in this little cave over here, because I know that's what you're thinking.
You got a little house.
Something gets done with this later on, like I think during summer. I don't actually know what this is yet. I think you like eventually fix it up.
Looks like a greenhouse.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
That would make a lot of sense, because there is an option to get a greenhouse.
And you're also on a farm. So it's either a barn, and it didn't look like a barn because it's got a concrete bottom, so it's a greenhouse.
Okay, so...
Where's my cat, by the way? I thought I was getting a cat.
I think you get that on the 5th, I want to say. Watch, it'll be tomorrow. But, so when I first started playing my game, I saw this, and I had no idea what this was, and it, like, kind of infuriated me, because there are a bunch of these, like, just around the map.
Is it a rabbit?
No, like, the thing that they are changes, and the color that they are change. What it is they are, when you get a higher, I think it's foraging level, you can, I don't want to. Basically, you can create warp totems, and you can, like, warp to different places on the map. So, like, teleport, basically.
Teleporting. In a game about farming and romance.
Well...
It's fast travel, you mean?
Yeah, basically. It comes in handy, especially considering, like you said, like, everything is kind of timed. And eventually you get to the point where you have to be at... Oh, hold on.
He's fine.
Okay. Sorry, guys, for the interruption. My cat just climbed on my laptop.
We have this whole, like, complicated, like, sound setup going on. He just basically, like, slinked his way through everything. It's one of those moments where we're, like, watching him carefully, being like, okay, don't spill a drink, or don't, like, I don't know how cats do that. They have a very good sense of where their body is, and not knocking things over. But then there's things where they do knock things over quite easily.
Yeah.
So, you never really can trust a cat.
But as I was saying, eventually you get to the point in the game when you do have to be at certain places at certain times, or there's just not enough time in the day to get to everywhere that you need to be if you have to walk everywhere. I know you can eventually get, like, a horse and stuff like that, but even then it might not be enough. So, stuff like that seems to be really handy, but at the same time, the totems cost a lot of stuff. Like, I've never made one because it just seems unnecessary. Like, they take a lot of resources to make, and they're consumed after you use them once.
Wow. I mean, unless there's some kind of event really towards the end of the game where you gotta do, like, a bunch of shit in one day, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Only time will tell. We live and we die by time. You know what movie that's from? Castaway. Speaking of Castaway, we gotta watch more Lost today. I'm definitely gonna get myself back into some Lost.
So, one thing you need to know about Derek is that he is obsessed with Lost.
Super mega fan of J.J. Abrams, and it all started when I watched Lost I watched it when it was on TV, and since then, I have rewatched the series at least 2 or 3 times, and I recently decided to rewatch it again, because it's amazing, the best show ever. Get out there, stop watching this, go watch that. Or finish watching this and go watch that.
I, on the other hand, have barely made it through season 2 once.
Oh. I probably shouldn't be playing with the remote that controls our capture device.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay. The music faded off in such a way that I thought our audio broke for a second. I was like, oh. Okay. Whew. Especially because the cat is just literally standing right over top of it and is walking on it, and now he's sniffing your monster. That's part of the reason we call this channel Pawsome. We love cats so much. Maddie's got 3 cats that are all brothers. I mean, I guess, are all cats in a litter twins?
No.
You can have, like, a twin cat that's, like, genetically the same as another cat within a litter, but you can also have, like, a cat that's from the same litter, but it's not its twin.
Okay, so twins are supposed to generally look alike. I think there is a possibility of having...
No. There's fraternal twins,
They
and there's...
still have genetic similarities.
Okay.
They
share the same genetics. They're all from the same
Well,
mother.
for example, my cats, they're all from the same litter. There is one that is a dark orange and white pattern, one that is gray and white, and one that is tan with a little bit of white. They all share the white, which is like the patterning that they would have gotten from their mother, and they all have like kind of a striped pattern to them. But the colors themselves, not so much. So they wouldn't be twins per se. I think there is a possibility of having twins in a litter, but I think it's rare for animals. Just like how it's rare for people, even.
Yeah, but people tend to not have litters, you know.
No, but like,
and anytime they do, you've never said to somebody, "Oh, those kids were born at exactly the same time, but they're not twins." Like, I've never heard of that.
Well, cats aren't born at the same time.
But like,
they're born like how people give birth. Like, there's only one exit.
Twins don't exit at the same time. And, you know, the definition of twins to me for humans is just when you share the same womb and the same woman at the same exact time.
Okay, well that's
twins.
That's where you're wrong. Twins develop from the same like embryo.
True, but I don't think it's possible for 2 different embryos that were not at one time the same embryo to exist inside a human person by off chance. And if it is, it's like astronomical odds.
No, it is possible. Like, have you never heard of like Irish twins and stuff like that?
Irish twins is when they're born in the same year.
Yeah, but it overlaps for a little bit, I'm pretty sure.
No. It's more.
But
It's
regardless of that, there are cases of a woman giving birth to 2 children that have different fathers at the same time.
I don't know about that. More research needs to be done here.
No, it's been done. I've seen them. There's like...
I'll believe you on the cat end of it, but I don't think either of us fully know this well enough to make a sound judgment on it.
Like, it's been a thing. Like, there was studies of... I think it was like a woman gave birth to basically 2 children that had different ethnicities, and it came down to the fact that they had different fathers.
I don't know about that.
Because fraternal twins are when there are 2 separate embryos,
source.
I believe. But identical twins are when they come from the same embryo.
Scholarly source citations.
I guess in a way...
I'd like to know more, but...
I guess in a way all cats are fraternal twins, but I don't think you can have identical twins very commonly.
Sorry.
So,
we're talking about cats so much, and I want to pick.
Since it's taking forever for the mine to open up, I figured we could expand our crops and just like...
Yo, can we be a potato farmer?
Sure.
Dude, potatoes are like, they're the fruit of the earth.
I was also going to say that we could just get like one of everything that we can afford right now.
Potatoes. Get one of everything.
That we can afford.
You're like you're trying to worry about too much. I think potatoes, low end, high yield.
I'm trying to hint at things without actually saying it, but there is a quest for most of these.
Fine.
But I'm just gonna get 2 of these.
Thought I was the decision maker.
You are, but I'm
I
making
be
it
a
so that
potato
we
maker on.
don't crash and burn.
What was our last name? What was our
We
farm?
didn't. Our farm is Pawsome.
Pawsome Farm. Bradley Pawsome. You know what I never realized until now? Might need to reinvent the channel. Pawsome kind of sounds like possum.
No, Pawsome. It's fine.
Awesome.
Why would you ever say something like that during a video? You're such a fucking dick.
No, I'm just saying. Like I didn't realize it has a similarity. Possum. Like if it's somebody from like Brooklyn or from like the upper way northeast coast was trying to say possum, it'd be possum. Yeah, you watched that Pawsome episode, Leslie? Hey, what are you doing? Hey! Cat's being a nudge. Trying to go somewhere he knows he's not allowed to go. And he's gonna get away with it if he does it because there's nothing we can do to stop him. Oh my god!
I think he's just trying to watch my turtle.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
the both of them are now watching. We have 2 of them in the room with us because they're the whiniest of the pair, and if we would have locked them out, all you would hear is them whining at my door. And if I don't actually lock my door, they can actually jiggle the handle open. So...
We got a meeting of the minds over here. It's like your turtle's like talking to your cat. Oh, he gave up. Must have been insulted. I'm surprised they don't attack that turtle more. Guess it's not really like, it doesn't move too fast so they don't get too interested in it.
I used to have 2 older cats before they passed away. They used to, before I had like a mesh top, they used to try and basically reach in the tank and paw at them, which is why, because I used to have 2 turtles, which is why I had to get a different top for it.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
But when I got the top, my one cat used to like sleep on top of the tank. Like he always liked watching the turtles and was always on or around or
Say
near the
hello,
tank.
kitty cat. We got Wesley here with me now. He's sniffing the mic, but he doesn't want to say anything.
You
Such
know,
a pretty
'cause
boy.
cats can
But
talk.
he's getting himself into trouble. Ow! Claw me shit. Get out here. Let me catch you again.
So in case you guys ever hear us referencing them, I have 3 cats, as we said. Their names are Wesley, Ash, and Prince.
Try to keep them under better control, but they just decided to be assholes. They only ever do this once in a while, so hopefully it won't happen again, right?
They're
looking at you.
less than a year old, so they're still pretty little, but they're getting up there. So, have you decided what, who you'd like to be romantically with?
The homeless guy.
I told you that's not an option.
Oh. Boy, I just don't know. I haven't really gotten to know them. Can I get to know them first? Like, can we go out on a date with a few of them and then, then decide? Or we just romance the stone a while,
I mean, in order to raise our affinity with them, we have to give them gifts.
So, just give them all gifts. I want a polygamous marriage. I want to marry
It's not an
several
option.
people.
It's not an option.
I want to date
You can play the
several
field
people.
for a little bit, but I am not committing time to giving everyone gifts.
Because, honestly...
Because we'll make no money and we'll waste all of our time.
To be honest, I haven't met anybody that I would have a genuine interest in yet. All we did was say hello to a bunch of
We've
people.
met everyone.
Yeah,
Alright,
we've
fine.
met them.
I
We
will
don't
give you
know
the general
them.
idea. Elliot is a poet that lives on the beach. Penny?
Wait, whoa, wait. Was Elliot the Fabio-looking dude?
Yeah.
We're going for Elliot. We have to.
Seriously?
Yes, I want Elliot. That dude was awesome.
You're not
and
gonna
I
even
loved doing his voice.
let me go through the other options.
No, that is it. That's all I need to know. There's a dude who looks like Fabio and he lives on a beach. Are you kidding me? That's every 21-year-old boy's wet dream right there.
Okay.
Love
Well, for the viewers
Fabio.
that are interested, Penny is the shy one that basically she goes to the library a lot and she actually teaches, I think it's Violet and Vincent, or Jazz and Vincent, who are the kids of the town at the library. Maru is Robin and Demetrius's. Oh, Penny is also Pam's daughter. She lives in the trailer, and I believe
Oh, so
Shane
Pam, the
is
best
her
driver,
brother.
has to live in a trailer?
Yeah. I believe Shane is her brother as well. Or no, Shane lives with Evelyn.
Wait, so we can date Robin's daughter?
Yes, we can date Robin's son and daughter.
Ooh.
Robin's daughter is Maru, though. Who...
Can we date Maru to get close to Robin?
We can't do anything with Robin.
Yeah, anything? We can't raise affinity with her?
We can, but we can't, like, get jiggy with it.
Ah. Alright, you know what? No. Elliot is one true love. Elliot is Bae. Or Boo. You know.
Okay, well...
We'll be
Maru...
the first interracial gay couple to ever meet this town, and we'll just blow everybody away with our progressiveness.
Okay, what about Demetrius and Robin?
What about them?
Oh, interracial gay. Okay.
Interracial gay.
I didn't
not just
hear the
interracial.
second half.
We're taking it to a whole next level. Whoa, you've never been to this part of the map yet.
There's nothing really back here. I was just hoping to find
Can
something...
you go through that tunnel to the next town?
No, you can only go so far. I was hoping to find something that I could, like, eat.
What's in here? What's that poster on the wall?
I think it's
Why is
just...
there like a spike strip in the road? It's a battery-powered lockbox. Unfortunately, there's no battery in it.
Oh.
Not very much of a lockbox if you can just, open it with any battery that you find.
You might need a key for it, too. But... Anyway, describing all of the potential suitors, Maru takes after her father, who enjoys things in, like, the laboratory and gadgetry. She has, like, a little laboratory that she set up in their garage, which if you become friends with her, that's, like, a special place that you can visit. She also
really
works
cool.
with Harvey in the medical bay as, like, I think kind of like an intern type thing.
Interesting.
Moving on, Harvey's also a suitor, who is the doctor of the town.
Wait. German doctor?
Yes.
No. We're still
I
sticking with
think you
Elliot.
can...
Wait,
mining
wait,
level
wait,
up.
wait, wait.
Pickaxe proficiency and cherry bomb, which is like a little thing that you can explode rocks with.
Wait. Tell me more about Elliot. What's my future husband like?
He lives on the beach and he does poetry for a living.
Is it? You had so much other stuff. What do we give him as gifts?
I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. That's why I want to do it now, because we actually film in sessions, and this is the last of the first bulk session that we're planning on doing. I want to just make sure that Harvey actually is... Yeah, Harvey's an option. So I went over Maru and Harvey. Abigail is Pierre and Caroline's daughter. She's, like, the kind of scene one. She likes doing, like, adventurous type stuff. Like, she'll go... Like she said, she liked to adventure on our farm and in the mines. Sam is Jody's son, along with Vincent, is his brother. He actually has a band, and I believe he works at Jojo Mart during the day.
Look, it says you can give people gifts. Is there one next to
You can give
Elliot?
everyone a gift. Haley and Alex are kind of like the preps of the...
Can we give Elliot a gift before we end the episode?
I don't know what he likes.
Is there a thing next to his name that says gift?
Yes, I told you, everyone has it.
Yeah, then why can't we give him one?
Because we could give him something that he hates and he could hate us.
Oh.
Alex...
on the beach, he probably likes shells. Let's try a shell. How do we know unless we try? Is there any way to tell?
To our
without
valid
looking it up?
JoJo Mart customers, our team
Oh.
has removed the landslide caused by our drilling operation near the mountain lake. I'd like to remind you that our drilling operation is entirely legal, pursuant to Init L61091, JoJo Co. Amendment. Responsible stewardship of the local environment is our top priority. We apologize for any inconvenience this accident may have caused. As always, we value your continued support and patronage.
Oh, now the
Morris.
camera guy's gone. Oh.
So, are you done, like, talking over me?
Yeah. But, well, I was just trying to say, like, how, is there a way you can figure out what somebody likes without having to look it up? I mean, you have to if you, like, it's a
Trial
game,
and
it has to
error.
have some kind of, intuitiveness to it. So let's just try to naturally play it then. You know, no cheating. I say he lives on a beach, he wants to like shells. Or maybe he already has enough shells because he lives on a beach. What's something on a beach that somebody wouldn't be able to get?
I don't know. And a lot of the stuff, it's, like, complete bullshit. Like, Sebastian likes a lot of stuff from the mines, and Sebastian doesn't leave his room.
Exactly, so he'd want something that he'd never be able to access.
I mean, sometimes he goes to the mines, but...
Okay, where does Elliot go? We saw him on that bridge. Maybe he was thinking about fishing. We give him a fish. I don't know. Alright, we'll look it up before we come back for the next session. But Elliot, he's gonna be our bae. Our boo. We're gonna be his bae.
Well,
Or however that works. We're gonna be a happy union. Progressive union.
as I was trying to explain before, I wanted to, like, give the viewers information, which is what I was trying to do.
What do they need to know?
About the suitors. If we're not gonna, like,
But we're going after Elliot.
Yeah, but maybe they want to play sometime and want to know information about them.
Alright, it's 22:30.
Well, I would have been done by now. We went over them. Sebastian's he likes programming and doing stuff at the mine. He usually spends most of his time in his room, and he dreams of leaving the town. If you become friends with him, he dreams of it less. He's really good friends with Sam and Abigail. He's a little bit misunderstood. He doesn't get along well with Demetrius's father.
You
Or
know
stepfather.
all this about some other person. Why don't you know anything about Elliot?
Because I don't like Elliot. I've never talked to him in my save file. Leah is kind of like, I want to say like a farmer type, but she lives in the middle of nowhere essentially. She lives over down by Marnie's farm. And basically she spends her time, what am I doing? Oh. She spends
Suitors.
No, I was going to see
Is that a
Clint over in
graveyard?
the geode. Yeah.
Dark.
She
Is your
spends
grandfather buried there?
No.
Oh.
I know where he's buried and it's not there. She spends a lot of time with Elliot, and she also spends a lot of time just, like, around the woods and stuff.
Why do you know where he's buried? Huh?
Because it's on your farm.
Oh, that's depressing.
Alex is kind of sporty. He lives with his grandparents. He's also kind of, like, rude. Like, he's kind of like a normal, like, prep type person. Haley is kind of the same way, but she's really into, like, photography, and she lives with Alex, I think her name is, who runs the bar.
It seems to be everybody.
Emily. And yes, that is now everyone. See how fast that
Awesome.
would have been done?
Well, we've loved having you all here. And I think we've gotten through the first 2% of this game. What do you think?
Sure. I just want to put out there that we are filming in bulk sessions. I think I mentioned that earlier, but this is still the first bulk session. So if you guys have been suggesting anything or anything along those lines, we haven't seen it yet. But we will probably see it after this. There's a chance anyway.
Alright, well, Bye-bye.
We'll see you next time.